Hi everyone, this is Joe Thompson. Today I just want to shoot a quick video about the program coming on this August called Internet Marketing College by Chris Record. And as you may know, most people don't know who Chris is. Chris is somebody who's been doing millions on internet marketing. He's an affiliate, he's an entrepreneur. Chris has his own product online, so many of them, which I'm one of his students. And today I just want to shoot this quick video to talk about the Internet Marketing College, which is about to drop this August 2016. So if you are watching this video right now, maybe you might be watching the replay. Internet Marketing College is going live August 5th to 6th, I guess so. Chris is going to lay the foundation right now for everybody who don't know what is Internet Marketing College about. You know, this is a course whereby you can attend to learn how to market online. You can attend physically or you can attend online. And the more you earn, even when you are attending the course, even when you are taking your course, you still earn money. And Chris is going to take it from here because I don't want to say much. Let us hear from Chris, and I will highly encourage you, if you are somebody who is trying to make money online. This is a kind of a MLM whereby you build your pipeline and you make money from people under you, and it's very easy. Chris is going to lay it out right now for everybody to understand, because I've been getting so many emails from my friends, from my list, asking me how are they going to promote this course, are they going to make money as an affiliate. I said, look, listen, the link is not out for now. They just did the pre-launch few weeks ago, and although I was not opportune to make this video for everybody to see the pre-launch, but with that being said, I want to let Chris say it out to everybody, whether you are watching this recording right now or somebody pass it to you. I will highly encourage you to stop by my video, subscribe, because I will be giving you up to date when this Internet Marketing College is about to launch, and we are going to release what is called a link for you to start building your pipeline right now. Start building, getting people around you, because as soon as those people activate their account, you'll be making money even when going through the courses. So the link will be out any moment from this next week. I will encourage you, share this video, like this video, post this video on your social medias, because you are not going to hear from me how you're going to make money. I just want Chris to I'm very happy that I got Chris today, and I would like him to share with everybody how to go from point A to point Z. I'm going to make it a quick video along the line, but I would highly recommend you stay tuned and hear from Chris. Let me pass it back to Chris right now. Hi Chris, take it from here.
What's up everybody? Hey, right now you're probably a replay viewer if you're seeing the first few seconds of this, because I am live. And I'm kicking it here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm ready to hang out with you guys and talk to you about the Internet Marketing College. It's creating a huge buzz. I just wanted to spend a little bit of time and chat with you about it, and see if I can basically help answer some questions. Maybe I can inspire you as to really what this is all about, how we can work together, what's going to happen, and most importantly, how you can make money as an affiliate. So my goal of today's live presentation is to talk about, number one, what is the Internet Marketing College? Number two, how did this idea come about? Number three is going to be, what are the products? What are the what's actually happening? Like, there's a lot of buzz out there about the pre-launch, but what's actually happening? What are we actually selling? What's really going to be there? Number four is going to be the affiliate program. I'd love to be able to explain some of that to you. Talked about how our affiliate program is different. We've got affiliate marketing with leverage. It's a little bit different than your standard affiliate program. And then number five, I want to talk about matching millions, and I want to talk about exactly what that program is, how you can participate. And then, of course, after we go through those five key parts, I would love to answer questions and be able to hang with you guys. So today's an exciting day. For those of you that don't know, we just crossed $1 million in pre-launch sales, $1 million in our first month we've been doing our pre-launch really quietly. Most of my affiliates in the affiliate marketing space, like the JV Zoo world, the product launch world, stuff like that, most of them I've barely even talked to many of them. In fact, if some of them are watching right now, they know that I barely even talked to them. So most people don't even know about this launch yet, okay? Most people really don't, because we've just been so busy, we haven't even really had a time to get it out there. In fact, we don't even have a sales page. Just did $1 million in sales with no sales page.
Wow.
We're doing it with manual tracking right now, really getting people going and going from there. So again, for those that are tuning in right now, here's the 5 points that I'm going to cover, and then I'm going to take your questions. The 5 points I'm going to cover is, number one, what exactly is the Internet Marketing College? Number two, where did this idea come from? Why am I doing this? Out of everything that we've been doing, why am I completely switching, to one major passion instead of all these different launches? Number three, what are the products that we're going to be offering as part of this opportunity? Number four, how's the affiliate plan going to work? Because it's different. It's different than your traditional affiliate plan. And then number five is going to be the matching millions. I'm going to actually fully explain that for you. After those 5 things, I'm going to be willing to take some questions and answers and hang with you guys. So I'm just here in my house in Scottsdale kicking it. When it was sunny outside, I was just out by the pool. And so I'm dressed down real casual today. And it's just been, I'm just grateful and humble. I'm grateful and humble to be here with you. So, before we dive into this, that was a quick 2-minute introduction. Let me say what's up to a few people real quick. What's up, Sam Servideo? Sam is my video guy. He just spent several hours here today. What's up? Chris Gallagher says hi. Peter Sorensen, Denise Bowder, Mel Eason have joined. Ryan Gillette, Dave Powers, Jeffrey Frank, Kevin Connect. Adam Davies is in the house. What's up, Adam? Joanne Pham, yo, what's up, Chris Record? What's up, Eva? What's up, Kathy? What's up, Ahmed? Brian Kane is in the house. What's going on, Brian? What up? Ryan Gillette, congrats on $1 million in sales. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Kathy Anderson, David Roby, Kevin Connect was just about to go live. We'll go next. Mark Andrus, Dave Powers, Kathy Anderson. See, Luna's in the house. Sean, don't forget me. Robert. Anybody else want to give a quick shout out to? Joe, Nalufar from LA. Ujesh, what's up, Chris? Sandy Espinoza, hi, Chris. David Roby, yo. Okay, Kevin Hughes says, hey, Chris. All right, I can't read everybody. Just wanted to kind of let you guys know we are live. The reason I did that was we are live. So, got a bunch of people there. Let's get into this, okay? You guys ready? Here's the 5 key things we're going to talk about, okay? First, the first 2 is going to be what is the Internet Marketing College and how did the idea come about? Okay, so here we go. The Internet Marketing College it's a new school that is going to launch this year, okay? It is going to officially go for sale in August 5th through 7th. We have a major event. We are going to officially announce it. And the first college week will be in December 5th through the 9th, okay? So literally, it's going to be, it's amazing. What it's going to be a school for entrepreneurs. It's going to start with internet marketing education. Then it's going to go to entrepreneurship education. Then eventually it's going to go towards financial literacy. So if you guys really want to know the background on this, back in the years 2006, 2007, and 2008, I was promoting a company called Nouveau Riche. And Nouveau Riche was a real estate investment college. They had a school for real estate investors, okay? Now, what they did was they had an affiliate program where you could promote tuitions to this school, and they would pay you like up to $8,000 in commissions for every single person you would refer. So I thought, hey, what do I have to lose? I needed money at the time. I was flat broke. I had a 485 credit score. I had a negative bank account. I was getting evicted from my house. I was down and out. I figured, what do I have to lose? So I rolled up my sleeves. I started placing Craigslist ads. I started putting out roadside signs. I started going to networking events. This is before social media. This is before any really good advertising models that I was aware of. Everything costed money, so I did it basically for free. And I went out there and I started advertising, hey, are you interested in investing in real estate? Come check out this meeting or whatever. Well, as crazy as it sounds, that very first month I made $16,000 in commissions.
Whoa.
The very next month I made $24,000 in commissions, then $30,000, then another $30,000. Then I ended up making over $50,000 in a month, then over $70,000. Now these are commissions that are actually going in my pocket, not sales. I was making more than double that in sales. So literally I went 16, 24, 32, 50, 70. I got all the way up there, and get this, my 8th month in the business, my 8th month, I was just really still learning about everything. My 8th month in the business, I made $150,000 in commissions in a single month. Okay? I was 28 years old. I was flat broke, like less than a year earlier, like just 8 months earlier, I was flat broke. And it was such an amazing experience. It stuck with me for many, many years. So that's really where this idea came from. For all of these years, since the year 2007, I thought, man, I wish another company would do something like that real estate investment college did. It was phenomenal. But year after year after year, no one did anything like it. And I've never seen anything still to this day like it. Okay, Sandy says the screen's frozen. Refresh. Somebody tell Sandy to refresh. Comment, tell her to refresh the screen. So literally, in the year 2006, I was flat broke, run out of money, negative bank account, bad credit score, and then in the year 2007, I had made $500,000 in commissions, okay, which is like 5 times my best year ever, okay? And I used to make just $25,000 a year just a few years before that. So it's a big jump to be able to go from a few years earlier making $25,000 a year to $500,000 per year, okay? That was a big jump. So how does somebody go from making like 30 grand a year to making 100 grand a year to making $500,000 a year? Well, there's something that goes into it. Number one, you've got to have the right opportunity. You've got to align yourself with something. Now, that something is hard. If you're a beginner, it's hard to tell. Every single shiny object out there seems like the right thing, so it's hard. Okay? But you've got to align yourself with the right opportunity. Something where there's big commissions, something where it's a top-tier product where you can make big income, and something that is scalable. So if you can make 10 grand, can you make 100 grand in a month? Can you make 500 grand? Whatever. Is it scalable? Okay? You've got to align yourself with something like that. Now, aside from that, you've also got to be in early. You've got to get advantage of something like at the right timing, okay? Not only find the right vehicle, but you also want to really find the right timing for it. Now, that's what's exciting. When I got involved in that real estate investment college, the timing was perfect. It literally was perfect. The college had been around for a while, but it hadn't really formed a college yet. It was just a seminar company. Once they turned into a college, this thing started blowing up, okay? It started blowing up. That's when I got involved. It was right when it turned into a college. When it became a real estate investment college, it blew up. So, literally, for years, I wished somebody would create something similar, and I never came across something. Then finally, this last year, I had a banner year, well over $5 million in sales. I was pacing to $10 million in sales in my affiliate marketing business, and I thought to myself, you know what? There's a good chance that nobody else is going to do this. There's a really good chance that literally, if it's going to happen, it's going to be me making it happen. And so I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to go out there and make it happen. So how the Internet Marketing College came about was this. Number one, I had this experience with Nouveau Riche, which was unprecedented. An amazing experience watching another industry put together a school, and it was amazing. But that was real estate, okay? I wanted to do the same thing for Internet marketing. So number one, I had seen it done before. I figured I could replicate it. Number two, I had momentum in my own business, right? I was doing product launches, making millions of dollars. I had my own momentum. I'm somebody in the field actually doing it. I'm not some suit and tie guy who has an idea. I'm not somebody who went and raised a bunch of venture capital and just going to make it happen. I'm somebody who actually grinded and hustled and was in the field doing it myself. I had to build an email list from scratch. I had to figure out affiliate marketing offers. I had to do this myself, okay? I had to just so I can relate to the audience. I can relate to people that are saying, Chris, help me, help me, help me. And so that was the other reason. But the third reason was a big deal. The third reason was a big deal, which was this. The more money that I made, the more success that I had, what happened was everybody started asking me if I could coach them. Chris, can you coach me? Chris, can you teach me? Chris, how can I learn to do what you do? And so what happened was, and you guys are going to experience this too, the more successful that you get, the more you're going to want to help other people.
Yeah, that's
okay?
true.
It's natural. It's just natural. Even if you don't get paid, you're going to want to help other people. So what happened was they came to my fountain of knowledge, if you will, asking for a sip. Chris, can I get a sip from your fountain of knowledge? But what I ended up doing was I ended up giving them a fire hydrant instead. Now, I didn't mean to, okay? I owe everybody an apology, a genuine apology. I want to tell you, I was just passionate. I didn't mean to be a fire hydrant of information. I'm just passionate. I just wanted to share everything. I didn't want to hold back. I wanted to give you everything that I had. Well, one day I really kind of woke up and I had a realization, and I realized, you know what? I've become part of the problem. I have become part of the problem instead of part of the solution. Next thing you know, it's like Every other month, I'm launching another course. Every other month, I'm launching another software. And I'm telling myself, oh, my course is different. My course is better. My software is better. But really, it was just adding to the overwhelm and the information overload. And next thing you know, I started talking to students, and they were saying, Chris, I'm attending, 5, 6, 7 webinars a day. Chris, I tried the t-shirt strategy. Chris, I tried the Shopify strategy. Chris, I tried the copywriting strategy. I tried the list building strategy, the affiliate marketing strategy, the e-commerce strategy. Chris, I tried the network marketing strategy. I tried the product launch strategy. I tried all of these strategies. And here's the thing. People would tell me, Chris, they're all good. Chris, all that stuff is good, but it all came down to one thing. Chris, I'm overwhelmed. I have information overload. Chris, can you help me with one thing? Where do I get started? And I would say, well, and let me use some names in real time here. Well, Colleen, Jamie, Kathy. My question would be, well, how much money have you made so far online? And you know what 99% of people would say? They would say, Chris, really nothing. I haven't even started making any money yet. I'm still studying. I'm still attending webinars. I'm still learning. And what would happen is it became this perpetual learning thing. Now, this caused me to have some inner reflection. I actually looked inside and I thought, you know what? There's got to be a way that we can truly teach people. Now, I'm not talking 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 people. I'm talking there's got to be a way that the masses, the average stay-at-home mom who's only got an hour a day, the average, busy professional who's working 2 jobs, the average, 18-year-old kid who, instead of going to college, wants to try to pursue this. There's got to be a way where the average person can make money part-time online. Now, there has to be a way that someone like myself, who has the information, there has to be a way that I can teach people in a way that they can actually learn it and retain it and get confidence on it and take action on it. Okay? Without that, they're just going to attend more webinars, right? There has to be a way. So, I went on this mission to be able to figure out how can I accomplish this. So, in my research, what I did, one of the things that I did was I went back to the person who was the original creator of that real estate investment college. And I went back to him, and I actually met with him in a hotel suite in Las Vegas. When I was there for an event, I met with him. And I said, you know what? I said, I have this idea to really train people. How did you do it before? And he said, Chris, here's what it comes down to. He said, Chris, learning is a science. There's an actual science to learning. There was this guy named Dr. Benjamin Bloom. Okay, you guys can look him up. In fact, I'll pull him up, and I'm going to pull him up right now on Wikipedia in the background, okay? Benjamin Bloom, like the way that a flower blooms, B-L-O-O-M, okay? Dr. Benjamin Bloom. Now, and I'm looking him up on Wikipedia, okay? So I'm going to read this to you. This is when everything opened up in my mind. This is when everything changed. Many of you saw my direction shift completely like this when I started learning about this. Okay, watch this. Benjamin Samuel Bloom is an American educational psychologist who made contributions to the classification of educational objectives, but don't worry about all that mumbo-jumbo. Watch this. And to the theory of mastery learning. To the theory of mastery learning. He also directed a research team which conducted a major investigation into the development of exceptional talent, whose results are relevant to the question of eminence, exceptional achievement, and greatness. So essentially, this guy studied greatness. This guy put together a research team, and he conducted an investigation into what makes people exceptional, what makes them learn at a higher level, what makes them retain them. So, in 1956, Benjamin Bloom edited the first volume of something called Taxonomy of Educational Objectives, the Classification of Educational Goals, okay, which outlined basically learning objectives, okay? It's become known now. It got so famous, it's become known as Bloom's Taxonomy. Bloom's Taxonomy. And check this out. It remains a foundational and essential element within the educational community, as evidenced in the 1981 survey, Significant Writings that influenced the curriculum, on and on and on and on and on. Bloom's Two Sigma problem is also named after him. Okay, let me get off that. It's getting too technical. I want to make sure this is very user-friendly. The bottom line is that, the bottom line is this. The bottom line is that Dr. Benjamin Samuel Bloom basically conducted a research team, dove in and investigated what is this mastery of learning, and then it became known as Bloom's taxonomy. And now Bloom's taxonomy is the foundation that every major university in the world uses to this day. It's if you want to look it up, it branched into something called ISD. ISD, which stands for Instructional System Design. Okay, aka the mastery learning. Instructional System Design. Okay, it's an instructional strategy and educational philosophy. You can look it up. If you guys go to Wikipedia, look up mastery learning. Okay, this is where I started getting excited. Okay, once this idea called Bloom's taxonomy got out there into the universities and stuff like that, people started teaching on a foundational layer like this, and then they would add complexities into it, one at a time, at a time, at a time, like this. And so what would happen is, you're able to move an entire class along and be able to take people literally, in common English right now, you're able to truly take somebody from a beginner to an intermediate to an expert to a master. Okay? Now, to become a master at anything, it's going to take a lot of time, it's going to take a lot of practice, and it's going to take a lot of experience. So here's one of the big problems, and again, I was part of the problem. I'm admitting that I'm a fire hose of information when a lot of people, they need a sip at a time, okay? And it's just, I'm not a PhD. I didn't go to traditional college, so I learned through the University of Hard Knocks, the School of Hard Knocks. That's where I learned. So for me, I'm a street smart, massive action taker who's getting results and just brain dumping on people. It's not bad, but it could be better. So what I did was I basically started researching mastery learning, ISD, Bloom's taxonomy, and I realized there is a science to learning, and here's where the big idea came from. You want to talk about a multi-billion-dollar idea? Here's what it came from. I thought, what if we applied Bloom's taxonomy, ISD, to the internet marketing industry, aka the make money online industry? What if we took all of these various ways to make money online, and then what if we applied instructional system design to them? What if we got PhDs to help develop the curriculum and help create a foundational layer, and then another layer on top of that, another layer, another layer, another layer? But instead of teaching it the way schools would teach it, what if we actually taught how to make money? What if all the classes were ROI based? Like, here's a topic, here's a specific strategy, here's how to make money with it. Now go to work. Okay? But it was taught the way a school system would teach. Now, this is the best visual I can give you. Imagine, over here, you've got traditional schools. Okay? Over here, you've got traditional schools, universities, colleges, junior colleges, trade schools, for-profit universities like University of Phoenix, Harvard, anything, Harvard, Yale, anything. Over here, you have the opposite spectrum. You have gurus who teach courses, develop software. You have courses like Udemy. You have conferences, seminars, workshops, boot camps, masterminds, all that kind of stuff. Really taught more by like street smart action takers, okay, and including myself. I'm over here in this category, which is the guru category, and over here you've got the school, traditional education category. Now, these are the two ways you can learn. So if you wanted to learn, let's say, how to make money online, you could go to school, and they're going to teach you the principles. They're going to teach you things like the history of the internet. They're going to teach you like the principles of virality, as evidenced in the 2010 through 12 case study of the development and origin of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's how schools think. They're going to try to teach something that is more historical, that is more factual, that is not hypey at all. They're not really going to teach you how to make money online. They're going to teach you more of like the principles behind business and leadership and management. So for example, if you wanted to learn how to make money on Shopify, schools wouldn't teach you that. Schools would teach you something more like importing and exporting, international trade law, taxes and how taxes are affected when you do business overseas, sales taxes and da-da-da. And it's going to be textbook based, so it won't be updated. Okay? That's the school system. Now, it's not bad, but if you're looking to make money online and you want to make money in the next 3 to 6 months, it's not an effective thing. This is more effective long term. Okay? Now, over here on the other side, you have gurus. Now, gurus are going to teach you more about how to make money online. They're going to teach you things that are very specific, like, hey, Facebook just came out with live streaming. Here's 10 ways to use live streaming in your business. Or they're going to teach you things like, hey, podcasting is a really effective strategy to build a following. Here's 21 tips to be able to use podcasting to build an email list, and then here's ways to monetize that email list. Or the gurus are going to teach you things like, hey, FBA, you can become an FBA seller on Amazon. You can find products, put them on Amazon. Amazon will ship them and fulfill them, and you can basically stock the inventory, and you can make millions of dollars as a power seller on Amazon or eBay or Shopify. Or you can build a list and be an affiliate marketer, on and on and on. The gurus are going to teach specific strategies to make money. The schools are going to teach principles that don't get outdated very easily. Does this make sense? Let me know in the comments if this is making sense. You have a complete divide in the education that is available in the marketplace. On one hand, you have schools, and on the other side, you have gurus. And even if somebody says they're not a guru, I just mean you have practitioners. That's all I mean. I mean you're learning from somebody who actually, if you're learning Shopify, you're learning from somebody who actually has a Shopify store, who's teaching you up-to-date stuff on Shopify. I'm not meaning guru in a bad sense, okay? Now that you understand this gap, let me break it down a little bit further for you, okay? This is an actual physical gap. There's a huge gap here. People that go the school route generally do not go the guru route. People that go the guru route generally do not go the school route. It's a complete polar opposite, okay? Now check this out. This is where I had an epiphany, you guys. What if somebody came in and bridged the gap? What if somebody came in and created a new, completely different category right in the middle, okay, to bridge the gap? There's an opportunity here to create a new category. There's an opportunity here to disrupt two complete industries, to completely disrupt the educational industry, and to completely disrupt the seminar industry, something right in between. That's where this idea was born. This idea of implementing Bloom's taxonomy in ISD and putting it smack dab right in the middle of education and the seminar industry. Now here's why. Because on the seminar industry, even though they teach updated ways to make money, here's the problem. The problem is that, generally speaking, it is a fire hose of information. Generally speaking, there is no organization, okay? People are not communicating with each other to work together to create a body of knowledge. They are basically overlapping each other. So what will happen is somebody will teach one Facebook advertising method, then somebody else of equal stature will teach a completely opposite.
Sorry guys, I just have to stop Chris here, and we'll continue from here. But what Chris is about to explain to you is how this educational platform match each other. So if you are taking note, like I'm doing, you will understand the basic on how to go from this point to this point. So Chris is laying it out for you and I to know what is the difference between school and strategy, on how you can combine both together. So I will let Chris continue, but later in the day, I will still drop the link on my next video. I will drop the link how to get into a group which we are forming right now, which is called the 4 percenters. The 4 percenters is that the people who are inside teaching you directly, not you are hearing from outsider. Understand? I will drop the link later on. I will highly recommend you to subscribe immediately on these channels so that you will get the up-to-date information, because this launch is going to be huge. I will let Chris continue, and by the end of this video, about like more 10 minutes, I will talk to you next again how you can get in immediately by next week, being on the 21st of or 22nd of June. So when you get in, you position yourself. As soon as you are learning, you are applying what you are learning, and from there the sky is the limit. Forget about the income right now. The only thing I will guarantee you is to learn and just to follow what Chris is saying right now and think how to implement it together to make it match. There is no stopping by. There's no stopping behind, because Chris is going to take you as he's saying it right now. This is how I've been a student, and I know how he teaches. It is not somebody just teach you free. Chris is going to take you immediately and say, start from here, end from here. So I will highly encourage you to subscribe on my video, on my channel, and the link is coming out right now with the group I'm in right now. It's called the 4%ers. So just watch this video, watch my channels, and if you are fortunate to drop me an email, fine, I will respond to you immediately and tell you how to get in. So, but without further ado, let Chris round up this little webinar.
What will happen is somebody else will come in and teach a third method, and then somebody over here will come in and teach Facebook advertising is dead. You see what I'm saying? And then somebody else over here will teach, don't waste your money with Facebook advertising, it's too saturated. And then somebody else over here will say, I made all my money with free advertising. The best thing is to never spend $1. So what happens is you have this disorganized, chaotic industry that is not in alignment, okay? And the other reason it's not in alignment is because the gurus have to stay one step ahead of each other
yes,
with something that is fresh, new, and exciting. So if every single guru was teaching, precise targeting is the right way to advertise on Facebook, then it would make sense that a guru over here would teach, you know what? I've got a broad targeting solution that is 10 times better. Because what will happen is everybody over here is busy doing this, then they'll suddenly all look and go, wow, broad targeting, that's new. And here's why that works. Because they'll say, oh, the reason I wasn't successful with what all these other gurus taught is because they taught precise targeting. Now I get it. I need to do broad targeting. That makes sense. So the guru industry is very disorganized. It's very chaotic. And that's why people refer to it as shiny object syndrome. Because the newbie doesn't stand a freaking chance.
That's true.
And that's unfortunate. The newbie doesn't stand a chance because, you know what? Buy this software, buy this course, use this strategy, get on this webinar. Now there's 5 webinars here. You just bought a product, now there's an upsell. Oh, there's another upsell over here. Now there's somebody that you completely trust and they're saying, here's a new direction. So then you go and buy this. Now, you're information overload with all of these different amazing strategies, but you don't take action on any of them. That is the definition of what has happened to our industry. Unfortunately, I've been part of it. So, at some point, I've got to look in the mirror, and I've got to say, okay, Chris, you're making millions of dollars. No matter how much you tell people that you apologize for being a fire hydrant of information, they all thank you for it. So, I'm being justified. I'm making millions of dollars. I'm completely justified that people are enjoying this. They're really enjoying it, but it still didn't feel right. And you know what? I don't know about you, but all the money in the world is not going to be worth it if you don't feel like you're really creating the change that you want to see in the world. And I just felt this calling that I wanted to create the change in the world. So what happened was I was starting to hold my own conferences, and you guys want to hear how crazy I am? This is how crazy it was. And you guys, this will make sense. If you guys didn't know this before, I'm about to drop a bomb on you. That will make sense. I held an event in Las Vegas earlier this year called the 3C Conference. Now, for those of you that attended, that are live right now, or watching the replay, for those of you that attended, tell me right now, how much did you pay for your conference ticket to attend my 3C conference? How much did it cost for you to attend that event? Just the conference.
I was
I'm
not
not
part
asking
of
if you
it.
bought my products. Most of you have bought my products and stuff. Just the conference. How much did you physically pay for the ticket? That's question number 1. Question number 2, and this is the big thing that I want to drop to you for explanation. Question number 2 is, what did I sell at that conference? Meaning, was I pitching things on stage?
No.
Or did I pitch nothing? Was it a pitch fest or was it a no pitch event? Okay? I want you guys to read the comments right now. Okay? Now, there was a few people that did pay for the event, but it was like 5. You guys, besides about 5 people that paid, and when I offered a refund, they said, no way, your stuff's worth it. Look at the refunds. Every single person came to that conference for free. Now, third question, how much do you guys think that conference cost me? How much do you think it cost me? Just a guess. If you guys had to guess, how much do you think it cost me? Look at the comments, you guys. Read the comments. I let people attend for free, and I didn't pitch a single thing the entire time. There was nothing for sale. I had no way to monetize the event at all. Okay? Literally. I didn't pitch anything. So it was free. There was 700 people in attendance. That is not cheap. How much do you guys think it cost me? George Bailey hit it on the head, you guys. It cost me $100,000. $100,000. So you got to ask yourself, why? This is the $1 million question you guys got to ask yourself. George, a little bit closer. $80,000 to $100,000 is what it cost me. $80,000 to $100,000. Okay? So here's the real magical question. Okay? If you guys can't read the comments, don't worry. The event, here's the summary of it. I let people attend for free. I didn't pitch an entire thing the whole time. It was just free training, and it cost me between $80,000 to $100,000 with no sales pitch. Now, this is the question that should be going on in your head. Why? Justin Lee, you said it. You typed it right as I said that. The question that should be going in your mind is this: why? Why would Chris do that? Now, on the surface, like David says, you might think it's all about the funnel. Chris maybe saw if he invested $100,000 up front that it would come back to him in the long term. Or maybe like Anthony says, I could earn credibility, okay, or something like that through it. Branding. But you guys want to know the real reason? I'm about to drop the bombshell on you right now. Here's the real reason. This is the real reason. A few people know about it. Peter Sorensen knows about it. Brian Kane, I think, might know the real reason. Carl Schuckert. Andrew Graham. There's a handful of people that know the real reason. Here's the real reason. You guys are probably not guessing it. The real reason is this. I was flat out confused about who I had become in the industry, and I felt that I did not feel right. I did not feel in integrity. I did not feel right about selling something at that event. I did not feel right about getting people in a room just to pitch them. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but the real truth is I was conflicted. That's the only answer it was. I was conflicted. And because I was conflicted, we actually were intending to sell something at that event. So the real truth was I wanted to get people in the event for free, and I was going to sell something. But then as we started getting closer to the event, we kept brainstorming. What are you going to sell, Chris? What are you going to sell? I said, I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll come up with something. Are you going to sell your 7-Figure Tribe Academy? I said, I don't know. I really don't want that to be bigger. I'll think of something. And then there was a couple big gurus that offered to be able to sell, make me $1 million from stage by selling stuff. And I said, no, you know what? And here's what it was. I was conflicted. So here's what I did. I decided, you know what? I'm not going to sell anything. I am just going to serve. I'm going to serve the audience. I'm going to speak from my heart. I'm not going to sell anything. I am just going to completely serve and completely give value. And the real reason was I was conflicted. Okay? I did not feel right about it. That's why I didn't charge for the event. That's why I didn't pitch. That's the truth. Now, if you were there on Sunday, how many people were there on Sunday? In the comments, say I was there Sunday if you were there. Because here's what happened. On Sunday, if you remember the series of events, on Saturday, I told the audience, I said, I might announce something tomorrow, but it would require an NDA for me to feel comfortable enough to share it. But I might. I said I might not. I said I don't even know if I have the guts to share this. And then Sunday morning, I told everybody, I said, hey, I still don't have the guts to share this yet. And then Sunday afternoon, everybody exited the room, signed an NDA, came back in. For those of you guys that were there, can you guys describe what you saw from me on the stage? Tell me. I was on the stage, I had a chair, I stood behind the chair, and I was grasping the chair like this, shaking, okay? David Mata says, you were shaking on stage, okay? I was sitting there shaking. I couldn't leave I was paralyzed in fear. You might be asking, how is it that you just made millions of dollars and you're comfortable with public speaking and yet you're paralyzed in fear? Here's why I was paralyzed. I knew at that exact moment I was about to share something from stage that I was going to completely redefine the entire next decade of my life. I knew I was about to make a commitment from stage where for the entire next decade, I was going to do something bigger than I had ever done before. I was going to do something more intense than I had ever done before. I was going to have a vision that was out of scope of anything I'd ever done before. And you guys didn't know it. I just shared a piece of the vision that day. What you didn't know, for those of you that were in attendance, was my vision was this. I visualized myself 5 to 10 years from that day, shaking on stage like this. I visualized myself 5 to 10 years later that we would be creating a vision where financial literacy would be taught in schools around the world. That's the real vision here. I have a vision that's going to start with internet marketing. It's going to grow to entrepreneurship and small business. And eventually it's going to grow broad to financial literacy. And I knew at that moment that we were going to create a movement that was going to go to every major country, that was going to basically insert itself into major school systems. I know that there's even a day where we are going to literally figure out a way to get the White House involved if we have to. We are going to pursue this vision. When you guys saw me shaking, it wasn't that I was just going to launch an internet marketing college or an internet marketing product launch. That right there was that I was officially announcing that we were going to take financial literacy and put it out there worldwide. Find the best of the best in the world and help spread a message to be able to help people create more abundance in their life, to be able to make more wealth, to be able to manage that wealth better, to be able to learn how to save better, to be able to learn how to invest better, to be able to bring up the economy, to be able to teach people that, if the job market's tough, they don't need to rely on a job, to be able to teach people that they can become entrepreneurs, to be able to teach people how to earn passive income, residual income, how to be able to start businesses from home, how to be able to have an understanding of business, an understanding of money, an understanding and knowledge that there's a science that they can learn this stuff, to be able to give the average person a chance to be able to change their life. That was the vision. So as I stood there that day on stage shaking, it was that vision that I had on my mind. A vision that together we can impact the world. Together we can literally take this vision to countries that need it. That we can basically create financial literacy and teach people that, you know what? As long as you have access to the internet, you have access to the greatest education resource in the world.
That's true.
But it's scattered out there. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to organize it. And we're going to help condense this information on the internet. We're going to study it. We're going to have our team and our faculty bring it together to create the greatest resource of education available for entrepreneurs around the world.
Thank Chris. I know viewers, I just want to cut this video here and watch out for my next video by next week, because the link is going to be out. For those of you who will be asking yourself right now, how will I get into this internet marketing college? The pre-launch I just went by a few weeks ago, and a great marketer, which everybody still know about, called Vic Strizos, is putting up this group. And whenever Vic Strizos put something together, it's going to be like a bomb. So he's putting up this group called 4%ers. So if you are asking yourself right now, how you get into this vision and how will you benefit from it, I will only encourage you to subscribe to my channel and watch out for my next video, because the link, I'm going to post the link right there on how you are going to get in at this very early stage and start building your organization. With that being said, I will say thank you very much. This is Joe, and hopefully my next video will be out in the next 2 or 3 days. Go watch out for my video. I will keep you updated. Thanks Chris, and thanks to everybody who watched this video either right now or recording. And I will encourage you to stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it to your team, share it to your list, and watch out for the link, because it's going to be bomb. See ya.
I believe that vision is so much bigger than myself, that as I stood there shaking on that chair, I knew that it would require your help.